We have many purposes in this life. So is this life enough for you right now? You are the person who ultimately has to decide whether your life was enough for you. When you leave this physical plane, you'll revise your life in pictures, in memories, and in emotions and decide whether you were worthy enough, whether you gave enough, or whether you were brave enough in the face of adversity and discomfort. You'll be the one who decides whether you were good enough. You see, in this life, there are many purposes, and although there is no right and wrong way to live, you will always strive for the highest purpose that you can attain. And we have many levels, each with a different purpose, throughout our lifetime. When I was 28, I went and visited a clairvoyant. I hadn't been to one before, so I was excited and a little apprehensive about it all. She told me, amongst other things, that I would be managing a block of units on the Gold Coast in Australia in my 50s. Even though this felt like a lifetime away, I came away with a feeling of disappointment, a heavy feeling. Not for the reading, I had no reason to doubt it was untrue, but because I thought, is this all my life will amount to? Is this all there is? For some reason, I thought I'd do so much more than manage a block of units. It was a few days later that I realised that this was only one possible future, and we have many. And I never did manage a block of units on the Gold Coast in my 50s, but I know I could have. I never thought she was wrong. I just wanted something different, so I changed my future. It's not set in concrete, you know. Yours isn't either. I began to look for new teachings, develop my own guidance, become somebody I could look back on and be proud of. I remember when my boys were younger and personal computers were just beginning to reach the market. They were rare at the time. These were the big, bulky desk types, you remember them. We were fortunate enough to be given one of those. I used to play a computer game with the kids. The graphics were pretty simple in the mid-90s, and you just pressed buttons to move the figures around. There were no fancy gadgets. One of their favourite games was called Blackstone, and you had to find treasures and then uncover a key to get to the next level. And if you uncovered the key early, you still couldn't get to the next level without some of the necessary treasures. And what I've discovered is that life is a lot like this. You have a purpose based on the level you were playing at this moment in your life. Then, when you get to the next level, your purpose changes. For instance, when you left school, your purpose may have been to establish your career and then climb the corporate ladder. There's nothing wrong with that. But you won't have had the same purpose to be a CEO when you were 10 years old or 3 years old. You weren't on the same level. You hadn't uncovered the treasures or gained the key to the next level of the game. Each level of your life comes with its own treasures and rewards, and the purpose changes to match your level. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? My purpose to help people make their dreams come true would not have been on the radar when I was 20. There was no way that I would have known how to go about doing this, nor would I probably be of interested. It would have seemed overwhelming, and I might not have even been interested at that time. So your purpose matches your current level in life. It's the carrot dangling at the end of the pole. It gives you all the inspiration you need to uncover more treasures. Because it comes with optimism, excitement, and a bright light at the end of the tunnel. Your purpose doesn't need to be huge or holy. It doesn't even need to be about other people. It's as individual as you are. So who determines when you're ready to move to the next level? Well, you do. When you've uncovered the treasures on this level, then the next level is inevitable. The treasures will be something like learning patience, making peace with conflict from the past, understanding there's something more than what you can see. Or it could be something like learning to share, accepting your neighbour, making peace with a job you hated. Why are these treasures? Well, because when you've calibrated these or found a way of making peace with them, then they become an asset rather than a liability, because you don't have to deal with them again and they won't hold you back. In fact, you even have the tools to help others achieve what you've done. There's no limit to the amount of levels you can get through in this lifetime. It's up to your capacity to recognize, allow, and adjust to each opportunity to uncover the treasure. Of course, the higher the level, the bigger the purpose and the more satisfying the rewards, mainly because the effects reach further and further instead of being localized. The only adjustment I would advise right now would be to notice how many treasures you're actually pushing away and how many you're willing to recognize, allow, and adjust. Because just like the game Blackstone, the treasures are hidden in a box or disguised as something else. They aren't always obvious. But setting your intentions can change this. When you set your intentions each day to look for the treasures and take them on board little by little, by adjusting your mood and taking stock of your emotions, you can easily get to the next level and then the next. Is it worth the work? The work will be done. It's not a matter of when or if, it's only a matter of when. I don't know about you, but I'm somebody who wants to look for the treasures and have them in my toolbox rather than bumping my head against them time and time again and wondering what they are. I want to achieve my highest purpose for this level, and I'm excited to move to the next level. Is it worth the work? Hell yes! Otherwise, I'd probably be watching over a block of units somewhere on the Gold Coast, and I know for me that wouldn't have been enough. Will this level and this purpose be enough for you, or are you ready to set your intentions to look for the treasures, to gain the rewards, and move to the next level?